Stop. Don't scroll. Don't you dare move your hand. I am Pastor Michael, and I need 10 seconds of your life because what I'm about to tell you has already been written in heaven with your name on it. And if you leave now, you will lose it. Late January. That's not a date on your calendar, my child. That is a divine appointment, and heaven does not reschedule. Right now, right this second, there is a scroll being unrolled in the courts of heaven with your name burned into the parchment. Angels are standing at attention. The Father is watching, and you almost scrolled past it. Listen to me. If this video found you, it wasn't an accident. You didn't search for this. This searched for you. There are people watching cat videos right now who will never see this message. But you're here. That means something. That means everything. Late January is not just coming, it is set. The door is already cracked open. The provision is already in motion. The healing has already been signed. But here's what they don't tell you. The door only stays open for the ones who stay awake. If you walk away now, you will spend the rest of your life wondering what you missed. You'll feel it. A hollow ache. A whisper in your spirit saying, that was your moment. Don't let that be you. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here because the Spirit of the living God woke me up at 3 a.m. and said, tell them now. Late January is the turning point, and most of them will miss it because they didn't believe it was for them. But it is for you. You, yes, you, the one who's been betrayed, broken, abandoned, overlooked, the one they left behind, the one they said would never make it. God has been arranging this moment for years, and late January is when it all breaks open. Stay with me. Don't you dare leave, because what I'm about to reveal is not for everyone. It's only for the ones who stayed. You've been carrying it alone for so long now, haven't you? The weight nobody sees, the bills that never stop coming, the body that doesn't heal like it used to, the silence in your house that used to be full of laughter. You wake up in the middle of the night, and the worry finds you before you even open your eyes. The mortgage, the medicine, the broken things you can't afford to fix. And you wonder, when did it all get so heavy? You worked hard all your life, my child, all your life, and somehow, you're still fighting just to stay above water. You gave everything to people who don't call anymore. You raised them, loved them, sacrificed for them. And now, silence. You don't complain. You endure. That's what you've always done. But late at night, when no one's watching, you ask the question you're afraid to say out loud. Did I miss my moment? Was this it? Is this all there is? Let me tell you something right now, beloved. Heaven has been watching. Every single tear you cried in secret recorded. Every sacrifice you made that no one noticed seen. Every time you got back up when your body begged you to stay down, applauded by angels. You think you've been forgotten. You think you've been passed over. You think this is the end. But listen to me. The world called this the end of your story. Heaven calls it the setup. You weren't abandoned, my child. You were being prepared. You weren't overlooked. You were being positioned. All those closed doors, they weren't rejection. They were protection. Because what's coming in late January doesn't fit through small doors. It requires the kind of faith that only comes from walking through fire and still believing. You've been in a season of stripping. God has been removing everything that was familiar so that when the new thing comes, there's room for it. The loneliness you feel? That's not punishment. That's purification. God had to pull you away from the crowd because what He's about to give you, the crowd can't carry. They wouldn't understand it. They wouldn't celebrate it. They'd try to talk you out of it. So He isolated you, not to hurt you, to protect what's coming. And late January, that's when the isolation breaks. That's when the door swings open. That's when everything you thought you lost comes back to you doubled. The health you thought was gone forever. The finances you thought would never turn around. The relationships you thought were dead and buried. Heaven has been working behind the curtain while you've been sitting in the audience thinking the show was over. But beloved, the show hasn't even started yet. What you've been through, that was dress rehearsal. Late January is opening night, and every seat in heaven is filled, waiting to watch what God is about to do in your life. You didn't miss your moment. Your moment is just now arriving. You want to know why it took so long? Why the door didn't open last year? Why the people you loved walked away? Why the money ran out? Why your body broke down? Why God seemed silent when you screamed his name in the dark? Let me tell you something, my child. God wasn't ignoring you. He was hiding you, not because you were weak, but because you were valuable. You see, the enemy doesn't waste arrows on empty targets. He doesn't send storms after people who pose no threat. But you were marked. From the moment you were born, heaven saw something in you that hell wanted to destroy. So the attack came early, the betrayal came deep, the loss came heavy, and you thought it meant you were cursed. But listen to me now. You weren't cursed, beloved. You were being prepared. Every person who walked away from you was making room. Every dollar that disappeared was teaching you not to trust in money. Every night you cried yourself to sleep. Angels were standing guard around your bed, whispering, "Hold on, hold on. Late January is coming." You think you've been forgotten, but heaven has been watching you like a hawk. The Most High doesn't test people he doesn't trust. He doesn't refine gold, he plans to throw away. And you, my beloved child, have been in the refiner's fire longer than most, because you were being shaped for something most people will never carry. Do you hear me? The pain wasn't punishment, it was preparation. The silence wasn't rejection, it was protection. God hid you in the wilderness because if the enemy had known what you were becoming, he would have killed you before you got here. But you made it. You survived the betrayal. You survived the abandonment. You survived the sickness, the poverty, the shame, the grief. And now, right now, in late January, everything you endured is about to make sense. Every tear you cried is turning into a seed. Every door that slammed in your face was redirecting you to the door that was always meant for you. Every person who said you'd never make it just became a witness to your vindication. Because you weren't late, my child. You were being preserved. While others rushed ahead and burned out, you were being seasoned. While others celebrated early and fell apart, you were being fortified. And now, in late January, heaven is aligning everything. The people, the provision, the opportunity, the healing. It's all moving into position, not because you're lucky, but because you're chosen. And the chosen ones don't get what they want when they want it. They get it when heaven knows they're ready to steward it. And beloved, you are ready now. Late January is not random. It is the moment your pain and your purpose collide. It is the window where everything you survived becomes everything you're crowned with. So don't you dare give up now. Don't you dare walk away. Because what's coming for you in these next few weeks will make every single thing you endured worth it. You want to know why they turned on you? You want to know why the people you loved most became the ones who hurt you deepest? Let me tell you something, my child. It wasn't about you. It was never about you. Heaven has been watching. Every sleepless night you cried into your pillow. Every time you gave and got nothing back. Every promise they broke. Every door they slammed in your face. Every dollar they took. Every lie they told about you. God saw it all. And here's what you need to understand right now. You were blamed for things heaven never charged you with. They said you weren't enough. Heaven said you were chosen. They said you were the problem. Heaven said you were the solution. They said you'd never make it. Heaven already wrote your victory. Listen to me closely. There is a courtroom in heaven. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, the verdict has already been handed down. Not guilty, not unworthy, not forgotten. Vindicated. The gavel has fallen. The record has been corrected. And the ones who tried to destroy you, they're about to discover something they didn't count on. You had an advocate they couldn't see. Now, I'm not talking about revenge. I'm talking about restoration. I'm talking about divine reordering. What was blocked is loosening. What drained you is losing power. The people who walked away, they're going to feel the absence of your light. The job that passed you over, God has something better with your name already on the door. The money they stole, the opportunities they took, the love they wasted, heaven is releasing a double portion. Not because you're bitter, but because you stayed faithful. You don't have to fight back, my beloved. You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to defend your name. Heaven already ruled. The sentence has been passed. And late January is when the execution of that verdict begins. You're going to see it with your own eyes. The ones who mocked you will go silent. The ones who ignored you will suddenly remember your name. The doors that were shut will swing wide open, and you won't have to knock. Because God doesn't just open doors for His chosen ones. He removes them entirely. No more barriers. No more begging. No more waiting outside while others walk in. Late January, my child, justice is not just coming. Justice is moving. It's already in motion. Right now, while you're listening to my voice, angels are rearranging things in the realm you cannot see. Checks are being written. Phones are about to ring. People are being moved out of your way. And the ones who need to come into your life, they're being sent. You've been fighting alone for so long, but heaven just assigned reinforcements. And they're not coming next year. They're coming in late January. So here's what I need you to do. Stop carrying the weight of what they did. Put it down. Right now. Let it fall. Heaven is not asking you to forgive and forget so they can get away with it. Heaven is asking you to forgive and release so you can receive what's already yours. Justice without bitterness. Restoration without rage. Victory without vendetta. That's the way of the kingdom. And that's what's coming for you in late January. The verdict is in. And my child, you won. Late January is not the end of your waiting, my child. It is the turn, the pivot. The moment heaven has been holding in its hands like a sealed envelope with your name written across the front in gold ink. And now, right now, the wax is breaking. Listen to me. What took years to hold back can move in days. What took decades to block can open in hours. You have been walking through fog so thick you couldn't see your own hands in front of your face. But late January is when the fog lifts, and you will finally see what God has been building behind the curtain. You thought you were forgotten. You weren't. You thought you were punished. You weren't. You were being prepared. There is a financial relief coming your way that you did not apply for. You didn't earn it. You didn't manipulate it. It's coming because heaven owes you a debt for every year you stayed faithful when the walls were closing in. There is peace coming to your body, not because you found the right doctor, not because you finally figured out the right pill, but because the great physician is stepping into your living room in late January and saying, "Enough. This sickness has run its course. It ends now." There is a call coming, a message, a knock on the door you weren't expecting. Someone you thought was gone forever is going to reach out. Or someone new, someone aligned with your destiny is going to walk into your life and say the exact words you've been praying to hear for 20 years. Late January is not vague, my beloved. It is specific. It is set. It is surgical. God doesn't do slow-motion miracles when the timing is right. He does avalanches. He does floods. He does earthquakes that split the rocks and empty the graves. And this late January is your earthquake. You need to understand something. This season does not repeat. It is not coming back next year. It is not waiting for you to feel ready. It is already in motion. And if you are not paying attention, you will miss the moment the door swings wide open. I need you to hear me. What God is about to do will make the delay make sense. You will look back at every closed door, every betrayal, every loss, every night you cried yourself to sleep, and you will finally understand why it had to happen that way. Because if it had come sooner, you wouldn't have been strong enough to carry it. If it had come earlier, you would have shared it with the wrong people. But now you are ready. Now you are refined. Now you are alone but not lonely. Alone and powerful. Alone and clear. Alone and untouchable. Late January is where waiting turns into movement, where silence turns into sound, where shadows turn into light so bright you will have to shield your eyes. The upgrade is coming, my child. Not an improvement, an upgrade. A complete shift in altitude. You are about to operate from a different frequency, a different level, a different dimension of favor that people around you will not understand because they were not in the wilderness with you. They didn't earn the view, but you did. So get ready, because late January is not just a month, it is a gateway, and you are about to walk through it. Now, listen to me closely, my child. This is not the time to talk. This is not the time to explain yourself. This is not the time to defend your story to people who were never meant to understand it. Late January is a sacred corridor, and sacred corridors demand sacred silence. You have spent years trying to make people see you, trying to prove your worth, trying to convince them you were telling the truth. Stop. Heaven has already seen you. Heaven has already believed you. And heaven does not need your defense. Your job right now is not to chase. Your job is not to force doors open. Your job is not to beg for what belongs to you. Your job is to stay positioned, because acceleration comes from alignment, not effort. You hear me? Not effort. Alignment. God is moving pieces on a board you cannot see. He is closing mouths that spoke against you. He is opening vaults that were locked for decades. He is rearranging relationships, removing obstacles, and clearing paths while you sleep. But if you panic now, if you run ahead, if you grab what is not yet ripe, you will bruise the very blessing that was about to fall into your hands. So here is what you do. You stay quiet. You stay still. You stay spiritually alert. Do not let everyone into this new chapter. Not everyone deserves access to what God is about to do in your life. Some people were only assigned to your old season. They were there to teach you discernment. They were there to show you who not to trust. And now their role is over. Let them go. Do not chase them. Do not explain to them. Do not give them a preview of your new season. Because the anointing on your life in late January will be so strong, so undeniable, that the wrong people will try to attach themselves to it. And you cannot afford that. Not this time. This time, you protect what God is building. You guard the door. You let heaven decide who gets in. And beloved, do not rush emotionally. I know you have been waiting for years. I know you are exhausted. I know you want it now. But impatience will cost you the fullness of what is coming. There is a difference between a gift and an inheritance. A gift can be given early, but an inheritance requires maturity, timing, and preparation. And what is coming to you in late January is not a gift. It is an inheritance. It has your bloodline on it. It has your name engraved in it. It was set aside before you were born, and it will not be given to you 1 second before you are ready to steward it. So do not interpret the wait as rejection. The wait is preparation. The wait is protection. The wait is God making sure that when it comes, you will not lose it. Stay positioned. Stay aligned. Stay in the secret place. Because I am telling you right now, the ones who stay quiet in this season will be the ones who roar in the next. The ones who rest now will run later. And the ones who trust the timing of heaven will inherit what those who rushed will never even see. Late January is set. The door is cracked. Your only job is to be ready when it swings wide open. So here we are, my beloved child. Late January. not a guess, not a hope, a divine appointment already sealed in the courts of heaven. And you, yes, you are standing at the threshold. But let me tell you something that will shake you to your core. Late January will confirm what you believed, or expose what you doubted. It will separate the ones who trusted from the ones who walked away. It will divide the faithful from the fearful, and heaven is watching which side you choose. Right now, angels are writing down your response, not because God is cruel, but because your faith is the key that unlocks the door. You see, my child, God has already done his part. The provision is ready. The healing is signed. The breakthrough is loaded. But you have to step into it. You have to agree with heaven. You have to say yes out loud. So here's what I need you to do, and I need you to do it right now. If you believe this word is for you, I want you to type in the comments, I receive. That's it. 2 words. But those 2 words are your agreement with the Most High. They are your signature on the covenant. They are your yes to the angels standing in your room right now, waiting for permission to move on your behalf. Don't just watch and walk away. Don't be a spectator in your own deliverance. Comment I receive and watch what happens in the next 72 hours. I'm not playing with you. I'm not hyping you up. I'm telling you what the Spirit told me to tell you. And if you know someone who's been through hell, someone who's been betrayed, abandoned, left for dead, you send them this message, because maybe they're the ones heaven is waiting for. Maybe your obedience to share this is the last piece of the puzzle for their breakthrough. You don't know what God is doing through you right now, so share it. Protect them, cover them, and if you want to stay under this covering, if you want to hear the next word before anyone else does, you subscribe. You don't miss a single message, because what's coming in the next message is going to blow your mind. I'm going to reveal the sign, the unmistakable sign you'll see when this begins. The sign that lets you know it's not in your head. It's real, it's happening, and you didn't miss it. But you only get that if you stay. You only get that if you're still here. So, don't move, my beloved child. Don't walk away. Don't let fear win. You are closer to your breakthrough than you are to your fear. Closer to your miracle than you are to your doubt. Closer to your new season than you are to your old pain. Late January is not the end. It's the beginning. And you, my beloved, my chosen one, you were born for this moment. Now type I receive. Let heaven hear you. And get ready, because everything is about to change.